Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mr. Teacups and welcome back to Oxford United challenging for the Premier League. So, last episode, brilliant results, absolute amazing results from the lads. We are doing so well at the moment. I know I've been saying this every single episode, but the improvement of the team has just been so vast because, as I said before, at the beginning of the season, I thought, oh my god, we're going to be a mid-table team. The team is not good enough, but we've just been packing away results. The team is just looking so fine right now, and we've just climbed right up to the table because after the last game, after beating Portsmouth 2-0, which is absolutely amazing beating Portsmouth, we are now second in the table. We're only a couple of points behind Bury, so we are challenging for that title place, which is absolutely amazing. And, you know, we're only just about halfway through the season. I don't even think halfway yet. So I think that #1 spot is going to be ours and ours for the taking. So League One, here we come. So enough of that. This is how my day went. So it's cliche. As usual, there's not much I can do. Transfer day is approaching, though. It's only a couple of days away, which is amazing. But we've got a couple of games before them. And our first game of the day, it's Bristol Rovers versus Oxford United, and this is going to be a tough one. Bristol Rovers are a really good team, and I think they might have beat us earlier on in the season. I don't know if it was them or am I just making that up, but yeah, I'm actually quite scared for this game, and this is how it went. So I had all reason to be scared. Straight away, Bristol Rovers had a lot of the ball for some reason. I really couldn't maintain possession of the ball. They were all over me at some points. I had to have some last-ditch defending, but really saved my arse really early on in the first half. So yeah, the first quarter of the first half was just 100% them. Not much went on though. Like, there was some last-ditch defending, but there wasn't any shots that were just like, yeah, goal, guaranteed goal if I hadn't saved that or something like that, or he should have put that away. Some of their shooting was actually pretty horrible, but the thing is though, when you have a lot of possession, you've got to make sure you score a goal. And if you don't, all that possession is kind of worthless, because at the end of the day, it's goals that matter. And I actually strike the first blood in this game. There is some really scrappy play from me. I steal the ball for them. Constable can't put it away. There's not much going on. I miss a couple of shots. Pass it around a bit. Comes back to Neil. He puts away an amazing finesse finish. Finesse is still OP. But we're 1-0 up. Suck it, Bristol. And after that, I honestly thought it was quite funny. Bristol Rovers were all over me yet again. It was just like, okay, they're trying to get a goal. It was like they went ultra attacking, but I don't think they did. You know, they got some really quality players in their team. They've got a little bit of pace. They've got some passing and all that. And just, you know, I didn't have many shots. I didn't have many shots after that. And up until halftime, I don't think I had any at all. I think I had maybe 1 or 2 extra shots, and none of them were guaranteed goals. Honestly, I'm a really lucky player because that first goal for me was lucky as hell. But yeah, this is how the second half went. Honestly, I found this quite funny. Against the run of play, I'm being dominated yet again. I'm actually being bitched by Bristol Rovers. They're 100% still all over me, but they just can't get a goal. And guess what happens? They go 2-0 down. On the 62nd minute, yet again, there is more scrappy play from me. Constable just like, I don't know where I'm going to kick the ball. I'm just going to kick it forward. Somehow, it manages to reach Neil, the one and only, the young Messi. He puts away another beautiful finesse. We're 2-0 up. He's just looking to be a pivotal signing. I'm so glad I got him on loan, and I really want this kid in my team because I don't know what his potential will be. You know, I've said, oh, he might be high 80s later on. I think he'll very easily get to 80. Hopefully, he'll definitely get to 70. So this could be a kid I could take all the way to Premier League if we actually ever get there. But yeah, we're 2-0 up. So around about in the 72nd minute, I had to take off Neil because he got an injury. I hope it's not too bad. Put on Tyrone, you know, some pace abuse onto the pitch. And yet again, Bristol Rovers were still all over me. You know, they weren't giving up. You know, they were all over me. They were not giving up. They were like the Borg. They were trying to exterminate my team. And to be honest, it actually paid off. They started getting some really good shots. And it was a coming. They actually scored a goal. In the 88th minute, Richards puts away a really easy goal. But there is some beautiful play from their team there. Look a couple of seconds before the goal. You see a beautiful dummy from one of their players that just took me out of the game. I was just like, what? I just got raped. Beautiful goal, you know. Obviously the goal wasn't that great, but the build up to it was absolutely amazing. They got their goal. I'm going to be honest with you, they don't come back. The game has just ended. It's ended 2-1. A very difficult game, a game I was very scared about. Bristol Rovers are a really good team. I don't know why, I'm just scared of them for some reason, but we got a nice little 2-1 win over them away from home, which is always good. But yeah, they were packing away the chances. I'm surprised they didn't score more goals, but we'll take it. So after that, I continued some of the work I did last episode. I offered a load of players contracts. Some players accepted, some didn't. My boy Sean Rigg, he accepted his contract, and Davis, my 2-star players. Clark didn't. I think he's actually trying to go to another club, which is kind of annoying. and a lot of other players want a little bit of a wage increase, so I'm going to have to negotiate with that because I am a tight bastard and I want to get them as cheap as I can, so basically they're slaves. And also, a very interesting email, Max Crombie must be sold. That kid, reserve goalkeeper, really wants his chance, you know, in the main team, is just causing a ruckus around the club, and they want me to get rid of him, so I'm going to put him up for sale. I'm never going to play him anyway because he's just too bad. You know, he's only like 40 something rated, so he's really not going to fit in my team. I really need to pick up a new goalkeeper if Clark is trying to get out. So yeah, you can't escape Oxford, you're here forever, bitch. But after that, time for the second game of the day, Oxford United away to Rochdale. And this is how it went. So it's raining, which is kind of annoying because rain in this game is just so unpredictable with the ball. It makes it very difficult to play, especially when you're playing against the computer, because they always seem not affected by it. But I thought, you know, it's only Rochdale. We're going to do quite well against them. And to be honest, it was a change of pace from the other game. It was 100% all me. The beginning of the game, it was just 100% me. Rochdale was not even in the game, which is really good. That's what I like to see. I like a lot of possession, but, you know, with possession, you need goals. And guess what I get? I get a goal. So the goal somewhat early on. Usually, you know, I say I usually score in the first 20 minutes, but it's actually on the 22nd minute. Neil, yet again, with some beautiful, beautiful finesse abuse. Jesus Christ. They're just scoring these every single game and multiples of them. But yeah, that's a cool, calm, collected finish. I'll take that to go 1-0 up against Rochdale. And he's just banging in the goals for fun right now. Because at the beginning of the season, I thought he's not going to get me too many because he's quite a small player, you know, and it's a really, really rough league. But he has just been putting the goals away, which is absolutely amazing. So fair play to Rochdale. They started to come back in the game. Yet again, they woke up. They actually woke up just like they was asleep before the goal. And they started putting pressure on me, and the pressure was paying off. You know, there was some really, really, really lethal chances for them, which was kind of like, oh god, this is getting scary. They're probably going to equalise. But you know, I held my own for about 20 more minutes, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to see this off to half-time. Then half-time, we're just going to come out guns blazing and just absolutely rape them. Well, that didn't go to plan. Just on the stroke of half-time, Kavanagh puts away a simple header, some really lackluster defending for me, and the keeper just being for everything. He just gets in front of his man, puts the goal away. Ooh, it's 1-0. How is the second half going to go? To be honest with you, the second half was not a mirror of its first half. It was really, really, really plain. Not much went on, and that was kind of weird because I thought it was both going to come out guns blazing, but Rochdale just felt like they went 100% defensive. They did the Chelsea and just put every man behind the ball. And that was quite hard to penetrate. I was literally getting nowhere, and honestly, it was just a passing game. It was boring as hell, and I thought, am I going to get a goal? Am I going to get a winner here? Or is it going to end up being a boring draw? But, you know, I'm going to save you the trouble of me commentating over a really boring half because the only great moment of the half came right at the end. In the 87th minute, none other than Riggs, the man who has signed a new contract to the club, puts away a very beautiful finesse finish, but there is some beautiful build-up play from them. Constable winning the ball, plays it over to Neil. Neil just murks man, puts a beautiful through ball through to Rig, and he puts away a very, very calm and collected finish. We've got this late on, and I'm just going to say this right now, we ended up finishing the match and winning it. So that's 2 nice wins in a row, but you know, there have been some warning signs there. You know, conceding goals is not a nice thing, and I don't want to concede them because, you know, that got scary. I honestly thought that was going to be a really, really boring draw. I'm so glad I got the win out of it, and let's see what can happen next. So for our third and final game of the day is actually quite annoying because it is one day before deadline day, so we can't make any purchases yet until we get this match done with. And also as well, we're in first, we have taken over Bury, and Portsmouth is actually back up into second, which is like, what? We're tied on 52 points to them, so it's getting tight at the top. I hope we can actually get 3 more points because we need to get a lead over them, and hopefully we can do it in the next game, and that is Oxford United versus Northampton. So this is how it went. So, I heard you like early goals, and I am the early goal master. I've said this quite a lot now because we get a really, really early goal. In the 5th minute, Neil, oh my god, beats a player, puts away an I thought this goal wasn't even going in. It just looped over the keeper, back of the net, finesse to the maximum, over the universe, out of this world. I don't care what you're going to say, abuse. Simple as that. There's no stopping that. That is a Ronaldo finish. This boy is going to Real Madrid soon. They probably will start to pick him up with the amount of goals he's scoring and the class of them. So yeah, we're 1-0 up very early on. So usually after the first goal, I usually wither away and become really, really bad. Now, I become really more defense orientated. I can't get chances. I'm not really hitting the goal as often as I did. But in this game, everything seemed to click. I was just 100% all over Northampton. I don't even think they had a shot. Since they've lost Akin Fenwa, they are not the team they were. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, they were not even there. It was 100% abuse from me, and it was a coming. We actually ended up getting the second goal in the 34th minute, which is actually surprising for me because usually, as I said before, after the 20th minute pass, I usually get nothing until half time. So, yeah. But the thing is with this goal, it is absolutely disabled. Hall, I don't know why. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to hit this as hard as I can. I think he even mishits it. It goes in the back of the net somehow, and I even get an achievement for it. Look at the curl in this ball, though. I actually just thought, I've got to see a replay of this. The ball curls like an absolute peach. That is such an amazing finish. But yeah, we're 2-0 up. So the rest of the half came and went. 100% me. Northampton, were you even there, lads? Were you even there? It is all to play for in the second half. So granted, Northampton started to come back into the game a little bit. They started to rack up a few shots. I think maybe I just took my gas off the pedal. And I said that wrong. I took my foot off the pedal. You know, there was nothing really from me. The first half, I took one amazing goal and one absolutely retarded. How the hell did that go in? Look at that freaking angle on curl shot. So yeah, I wasn't really getting any of those. I wasn't really getting any finesse abuse for quite the remainder of the half. Like literally the first 30 minutes. Nothing was going on. It was like more Northampton, but they wasn't doing much with the ball, so it was quite boring. Not much went on until in the 82nd minute there is some confident back play from Northampton, but they screw it up. Potter takes the ball away from him, puts away a beautiful, I say this about a load of finishes, but that is a really good finish. The other finishes are finesse abuse, but that is a nice finish, decent angle. He should be scoring something like that, and that is a good goal from him. We're winning 3-0, it's 82nd minute. I said before, you know, it's quite boring before the 8th minute. This was the only lively moment of the second half. And I'm just going to spoil it right now. It ended right there. Nothing else happened. The game is now over. The 3 points of ours. We've gained 9 points out of 9 this episode, which is amazing. It keeps us up in first place, which is good. And guess what? We're now in the transfer period, so it's time to maybe strengthen the team. I don't know if I will because the team is looking good at the moment. I might have to get a new goalkeeper, but we'll see how it goes. Next episode, I hope you join me then. I've been Mr. Teacups. If you subscribe. See you next time.